Welcome to our journey into the mind's deepest corners, where the power of hyperfocus resides. You've probably experienced this state before, even if you didn't have a name for it. Do you remember a time when you were so engrossed in a task that the world around you seemed to fade away? That, my friends, is hyperfocus in action. Hyperfocus is not just a fancy term for concentration, it's a state of profound productivity. A realm where you're completely engrossed in a task. You're not just focusing, you're immersing yourself so deeply that everything else becomes a blur. It's like directing a laser beam of your attention onto a single point, a point that holds your entire universe in that moment. Imagine if you could tap into this power at will. What if you could command your mind to enter this state, to dismiss all distractions and keep your gaze fixed on the target? The possibilities would be limitless. You could achieve your goals, no matter how lofty, with the precision of a master archer hitting the bullseye. In this video, we will uncover the secrets behind this powerful mental state and how you can harness it to turbocharge your productivity. So, fasten your seatbelts as we delve into the fascinating world of hyperfocus. According to Bailey, mastering hyperfocus involves understanding its 4 stages. This journey into the depths of focus begins with the first stage, intention. This is where you decide what you want to focus on. It's the moment of setting a clear goal, of pinpointing an objective that will command your attention. It's like setting a course on a map before you embark on a journey. Moving on to the next stage, we have attention. This is where you actively channel your mental energy towards your intended goal. It's like shining a spotlight onto a stage where your objective is the star of the show. Your attention is the light, and the more intensely it shines, the clearer the star becomes. The third stage is traction. This is when your focus starts to gain momentum, like a train picking up speed. You're fully absorbed in your objective, and your actions are aligned with your intention. You're in the zone, on a roll, where distractions fade into the background and your productivity soars. Finally, we reach the stage of reflection. This is the moment of stepping back, of assessing your progress and evaluating your performance. It's like taking a breather after a sprint, catching your breath and looking back at the ground you've covered. Reflection allows you to identify any obstacles that may have hindered your focus and strategize on how to overcome them in the future. Each of these stages, intention, attention, traction, and reflection, plays a crucial role in achieving hyperfocus. They're like the 4 pillars holding up the structure of intense concentration. They're interconnected, each one feeding into the next, creating a cycle of focus that can be tapped into at will. By understanding and mastering these stages, you can train your mind to enter a state of hyperfocus and significantly boost your productivity. Scene script. Bailey also stresses the importance of being intentional about your attentional space. But what exactly is this attentional space? Put simply, it's the cognitive capacity we have for focusing on tasks. It's like an invisible mental workspace where our brain processes information. It's where we juggle thoughts, ideas, and tasks, and where we direct our attention. Now, our attentional space isn't infinite. It's limited, and like any other resource, it needs to be managed wisely. When we overload this space with too many tasks or distractions, our ability to focus, and hence our productivity, suffers. On the other hand, when we are intentional about what we allow into the space, we can enhance our concentration, making way for what Bailey calls hyperfocus. So how can we be intentional about our attentional space? It's about consciously choosing what to focus on at any given moment. It's about recognizing distractions for what they are, invaders of your attentional space, and taking steps to eliminate or minimize them. It's also about understanding that not all tasks are created equal. Some tasks demand more of your attentional space than others. Complex tasks like problem solving or creative thinking require a larger share of this space compared to routine tasks. Recognizing this allows you to allocate your attentional space more effectively, dedicating it to tasks that truly matter. But being intentional about your attentional space isn't just about work. It's also about carving out space for relaxation and rejuvenation. Yes, rest and downtime are just as important. They give your attentional space the much-needed break to recharge and reset, making you ready to tackle the next big task. By being mindful of your attentional space and where you direct it, you can ensure that you're using your cognitive resources efficiently. Another crucial aspect of achieving hyperfocus, according to Bailey, is eliminating distractions before you start working. Distractions are like tiny thieves, stealing away precious moments of our time and attention. They're the silent productivity killers that lurk in the shadows of our workspaces and digital devices, ready to pounce at the first sign of focus. They can be anything from a noisy environment to an overcrowded inbox to social media notifications. Each distraction, no matter how small, whittles away at our ability to concentrate and significantly hampers our productivity. Creating a conducive environment for focus is therefore absolutely essential. Think of it as preparing a canvas for a masterpiece. You wouldn't start painting on a canvas that's already filled with random brushstrokes, would you? Similarly, before delving into a task, it's vital to clear your workspace, both physically and digitally, of potential distractions. Bailey suggests a few practical strategies for eliminating distractions. For starters, consider creating a dedicated workspace that's free from clutter and noise. This doesn't necessarily mean you need a separate room. Even a quiet corner of your home can suffice, as long as it's a place where you can work undisturbed. Next, consider adopting digital minimalism. This could mean turning off unnecessary notifications, closing irrelevant tabs, or even scheduling specific times for checking emails and social media. The goal is to reduce the digital noise that constantly demands our attention. Bailey also advocates for the practice of mindfulness. By being fully present and aware of our thoughts, we can better identify potential distractions and prevent them from derailing our focus. Remember, the mind is like a muscle, and with regular practice, we can improve our ability to sustain focus and ignore distractions. In conclusion, eliminating distractions is not about creating a sterile, joyless environment. It's about designing a space and a lifestyle that supports your goals and enhances your ability to focus. By removing distractions, you're setting yourself up for success and paving the way for hyperfocus. Now that we understand the theory behind hyperfocus, let's talk about how to put it into practice. One of the most practical strategies to achieve hyperfocus is setting specific goals. Goals give your mind a clear target to focus on. Instead of just saying, "I want to work," say, "I want to finish this report by lunchtime." This gives your brain a clear and measurable task to concentrate on. Once you've set your goal, consider the concept of time blocking. This is where you dedicate specific chunks of your day solely to the task at hand. Whether it's an hour, 2 hours or more, this uninterrupted time allows your brain to fully engage in what you're doing. But remember, it's also crucial to take regular breaks. Sounds counterintuitive, right? But these breaks allow your mind to rest and recharge. Think of your brain like a muscle. It needs time to recover after a heavy workout. These breaks can be as short as 5 minutes, but they can make a significant difference in maintaining your hyperfocus state. Now let's talk about the environment. Eliminating potential distractions in your physical space can greatly enhance your ability to hyperfocus. This might mean decluttering your workspace, turning off your phone, or using noise-canceling headphones. Lastly, practicing mindfulness can also aid in achieving hyperfocus. By training your mind to stay present and fully engaged in the task at hand, you can significantly improve your concentration. This can be as simple as taking a few moments to breathe deeply and clear your mind before diving into your work. Remember, hyperfocus is not a state that can be achieved overnight. It requires practice and patience. But by incorporating these strategies into your daily life, you can train your brain to enter this state of intense concentration more easily. These strategies can help you train your brain to achieve a state of hyperfocus and maximize your productivity. So that's the essence of hyperfocus, as explained by Chris Bailey. We delved into the 4 stages of hyperfocus, each one crucial in achieving a state of intense concentration and productivity. We explored the importance of attentional space, understanding that being intentional about where we place our attention can drastically improve our efficiency. We also discussed the significance of eliminating distractions before working. By creating a conducive environment, we can better harness our attention and focus on the task at hand. Lastly, we went through practical strategies for achieving hyperfocus, providing you with actionable steps to start your journey towards mastering hyperfocus. Remember, mastering hyperfocus is a journey. So start small, be consistent, and soon you'll find yourself achieving more than you ever thought possible. Until next time, stay focused.